We're here at the Moringa for Life original demonstration farm. And as you can see, we have a team of people eager to transplant this Moringa Mother Tree. All of these that you see over here are going to have to be transplanted as well.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. So it was still growing and had seed pod and flower and leaf on it. So we can plant this and it will grow. Yeah. Even though it's been undermined quite a bit, the life force stays. This is a piece of the root that got cut. So, and what they're smelling down there smells like horseradish. This is how it got one of its nicknames, horseradish tree. So yesterday I came here and sat for a bit with this tree, with all of this planting here. Me deciding to take it is one thing, but Moringa agreeing to be moved is another piece. And so yesterday and the day last week I came again, and all of this is in agreement. All of this Moringa is willing to be relocated because this property is being sold and it's likely that it'll just get mulched down under. So this is the chance that it will continue on and live under my care. And so it's joining in this process. So we will also make cuttings, and people will take cuttings with them. Tony will take a cutting and we'll take some down to the World Beet Center where we've transplanted a lot of Moringa. And then we will transport this to my demonstration farm, which is at the original place I started with Moringa 23 years ago. So here's another one that we dug out. You can see, even though the cage was right in here, it had deteriorated enough that the gophers got in here and they ate it up to there. But this will get planted and it will grow. This is heavy. So life force is still in this amazing Moringa tree. So then if you look down in here, they're getting to the bottom and you can see there's air space underneath that sideways root. We don't know what's holding it up. There could be a taproot that goes 5 feet. So I hope you have more time, Tony, to...
Cutting here, guys.
I
won't fall on you.
Don't look up.
It's raining money on you, James. That's all right.
It's a blessing.
Timber.
Whoa.
That's breaking Moringa's heart. Lay them down gently.
So here she is, ready to roll. It's incredible to have gotten this out of the ground, and there's a few places that a root got broken, but there's enough of this here. We're going to plant it, and we're going to see this tree thrive. She's home. So she's home. History in the making today. Moringa Mother Tree has been planted and transplanted from the property where we have to vacate to the original place where I started Moringa 23 years ago. So we've trimmed lots of branches. Those will all become cuttings for trees. And she has her new home here in the Moringa field, so in good company all around here. We have lots of moringa trees, and on this property, that's the Moringa Mother Tree. A really unusual thing that has happened. No leaf, solid seed pod. I've never experienced this before. Quite a new phenomenon that would have just seed pod and nothing else. So potentially the seeding of future farms right here. So this is the new home of the Moringa Mother Tree that came from the property where I had my first demonstration farm. And in this upper area, we have all these moringa trees. We have all of these yearlings. These are yearlings from this year. And they'll go over winter here. There are some cuttings also. They'll all go through winter and be ready next year for their new homes. There's a variety of cuttings. And this is where the Moringa Mother Tree now lives. So we wanted to show this amazing miracle that's happened with the miracle tree. This is only a few months after we transplanted this. And if you come in close, you'll see this moringa tree is already leafing out. It's leafing out right out of the side, the bark. And here, I've never seen it happen. Usually it comes out of a leaf node when you've cut. But this is coming out, of course, just like this. But it's quite a phenomenon for it to be coming just like, looking like it's just coming out of the side. So really happy. We know that it survived that transplant. Tony was instrumental. He did most of the work.
Some of it.
A lot of the work of just
Some
like
of it.
digging and then it's transplanting over here, digging the hole.
It was fun.
Yeah, so he was going to take some of these home with him, so he deserves to have as many as he wanted, but we're going to keep them all here together through the winter, and then when he's ready at his new location, he'll come and pick some of these up, and our moringa tree will be living down in Imperial County with Tony.
Yeah, I'll find it a nice spot for it in the next couple months, and then I'll come pick it up in April.
Yeah, it'll be
Find
wonderful.
its new home. Thank you so much, Enrico.
Yeah, that's been great. So much fun and success. So I thought that
Yeah.
it would be in the springtime we would be looking at this to see if it survived, but it's already showing us that it's thriving. The moringa tree has survived that incredible transplanting that we did. As you can see, it's leafing out on the main mother tree here. This is beautiful. All of that is going to be new leaf, limbs. The limbs that we cut, we didn't know which ones would take. This one is clearly leafing out, but there's some others that have the little tiny starts in them. These we put just in the hopes that it would take, but you can see she's surrounded by all of her limbs, and some of them are leafing out with her, and more will leaf out as time goes by. So another amazing miracle of the moringa miracle tree. And I just want to point out here that this is already producing flowers. So this is, right now we're at the middle of middle of April, which is very early for flower, but this tree is really proving to be clearly a mother of all mother trees. So we're really delighted. I wanted to show that experiment we did when I dropped in to see, will this work? Do we have that permission? You now see that this tree survived that deep of transplanting of her root. That was a 6 foot deep by 8 foot wide hole. We had to dig that big of a hole here to put her in, and she's shining and glorious.